citrus soy glaze on it.
Oh,
That
so good.
yeah, that dish, that's pretty popular.
Hey, what's up? It's Luis with America's Best Restaurants, and we travel the country coast to coast to find the places where you need to eat at on a weekly basis. And today we are in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, at a restaurant called the Mills Downtown Bistro. Now, what I hear is that this restaurant has a bone-in ribeye, but then they use a coffee rub on it. Look, I'm very curious about this, so come with me. Let's jump inside. Let's go check it out. Jan?
How are you?
I am doing amazing. Walked in and now the whole place is full. Actually, before I got here, the whole place was full. So we had to kind of maneuver around.
A little tight.
Yeah, a little tight. And now we have this unbelievable dish. I heard about it. Haven't had the chance to try it.
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
I promise.
What are we looking at here?
This is our version of shrimp and grits.
Okay.
When Michael was designing the menu.
So Michael's your son, yes?
Michael's my son.
He's the chef?
He's the executive chef.
Very cool.
When he was designing the menu, he wanted to do shrimp and grits.
Okay.
But he didn't want to do shrimp and grits like everybody else does.
Okay.
And so after quite some time, this was the shrimp and grits they came up with. Okay. It's a bacon tomato vinaigrette on a fried grit cake with grilled shrimp.
Bacon tomato
Vinaigrette. You're gonna love it.
So let me see how I can maneuver this. Let's see. Oh yeah. Here we go. That's really cool. Kind of like a little griddle cake.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Isn't
I like that
awesome?
crunch of the
Isn't that
outside.
awesome? Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Than any shrimp and grit I've had before.
And that's what we were going for. We wanted you to go, you know what, I've never had shrimp and grits like that before. And I'll tell you something, when we do brunch on Sundays, we take that same grit cake and put cheese sauce and eggs and bacon on it and call it Southern Eggs Benedict.
Really?
It's amazing.
That shrimp, it's fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, thank you.
So.
That's actually one of our biggest sellers.
Oh my God. That is so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is really good. Now, I know things are a little bit tight in here.
Uh-huh.
So is there an opportunity for me to go speak with one or two of the patrons to try another dish?
Everybody would love to talk to you. Okay?
I'm sure.
All right.
I'm sure. Fantastic. All right, so that's coming up next. All right, everybody, so we are back. We have a gorgeous bone-in cowboy cut ribeye steak. Got some friends thing. It would be nice to just share with everybody in the community. We have Jessica and Derek, who are friends of the restaurant. You guys have known Jan for quite a while, yes?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right, fantastic. So I know that this was coffee rub. It's got some of the things on it. I want to cut a couple of pieces, serve some people. Can you tell me the story about this ribeye?
This is a great story. When Michael was in culinary school, he actually had to do a menu for a class. He had to develop a menu. Okay. And we have on Main Street here in Elizabeth City a historic house. And so he came to Elizabeth City and he took a picture of that house. He named the restaurant the Albemarle. And one of the menu items that he developed for that restaurant was a cowboy ribeye, and it's rubbed with a bourbon coffee rub, and it's topped with a bourbon molasses glaze.
Yummy. Sounds
okay.
Good.
Where did that idea come from? He's ready to go. Derek's ready to go.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, this was just something he came up with.
Really?
For that class, and it's when we were developing the menu for this restaurant, we just knew that had to be.
It had to be. It was a staple, huh?
Well, let's give it a shot.
What about you?
Y'all are gonna love it.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That is incredibly tender. Incredibly tender.
Very tender.
It's got a little bit of the bold coffee flavor. Mm-hmm. I love it. I think it's great.
That's one of our most popular dishes.
This literally just melts in your mouth.
Well, we know that we've had a successful night when we see our customers pick the bone up and start gnawing on the bone. We know we've had a good night.
Jessica, what'd you think?
So I've never had anything like coffee like that, coffee rubs, and I'm actually surprised. It's very good.
Yeah, very good.
A lot of flavor comes through from the coffee.
What do you got there?
Almost kind of sweet.
Yeah, yep.
From that bourbon molasses. Yeah,
I'm glad y'all
I think
like
that's
This
quite
is
delicious.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, it just melts in your mouth. This is prime right here.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You
one of
can
our
tell.
best-selling items.
It's like butter. It's phenomenal. That bourbon glaze and everything, and that hot, rich coffee flavor. But I mean, it's beautiful. On this prime grade ribeye, that is outstanding.
That coffee actually comes from a local coffee house
From Muddy's.
from Muddy Waters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a local. We try every time we can to use local
Local products from the
there you go.
community.
And they do this bourbon coffee, and that's what we use in the special.
That is fantastic. Well, really appreciate the story. I mean, your son's a genius for coming up with this. I think it's really fantastic.
Well, we're not going to tell them you said that.
No, we're not? Okay, so we got to keep it a secret. Please don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when the episode comes out, just don't tell them that
Just
came
don't
out.
tell them. Yeah.
Michael who?
Yeah.
It's okay. All right, well, I think we have one more dish coming.
2 more dishes.
Oh, we got 2 more. Okay, all right, fantastic. So that's coming up next.
My favorite thing about coming to the Mills is the atmosphere, the quaint that is cozy, and that it makes you come in and enjoy the atmosphere, enjoy the ambiance, and it's just a great place to have a bite to eat. Oh, my favorite menu item is the Primavera, chicken Primavera. It's just awesome. The creaminess, the sauce, and then I love the hamburger. I mean, it's just so many things that I'm always choosing, having to make a decision on what I'm going to eat. So I just enjoy everything, but the food is good. Food is great. I'm able to walk right from my office and just come in, grab something to eat, and go right back. But right now, I'm full, I'm stuffed, so I just love it all. But hamburger's awesome, and the ribeye is tender, cooked to perfection. So
All right, everybody. So we had 2 final amazing dishes. So Jen, what do we have here?
So this dish is salmon with a citrus glaze and
Okay.
a fried risotto cake.
Fried risotto.
It's risotto with Parmesan cheese and spinach,
Oh my
and then it's
God.
sautéed in butter.
Okay.
And the salmon has a citrus soy glaze on it.
Oh,
That
so good.
yeah, that dish that's
Oh
pretty
my God.
popular.
Yeah, that glaze
That's
is amazing.
That's pretty popular. Those
Mm.
risotto cakes, we've had people come in and go, I've never thought about risotto cakes. It's awesome.
That salmon is amazing. Very, very well made. Nice and juicy. I know it's kind of hard to say about salmon, but it is. It's perfectly made.
It is. It's wonderful.
I love that glaze. Love that glaze. So I've never had a risotto cake like this.
You're gonna love it. If you like
Okay.
risotto,
I
you're gonna
love risotto.
then you're gonna
Are
love
you kidding
this.
me?
This is the best risotto, sautéed in butter.
Oh, come on.
Right?
Oh, no, come on.
People come in just to get a side of the risotto cakes.
Oh. That is perfectly al dente. It's got a little crisp to it on the outside.
It's awesome.
I've never seen anything like this.
And that's
You can
what
taste
that's
the butter.
what that's what we love, that you've never seen anything like it.
So imagine your rice made al dente, so it's got a little bit of bite to it. Okay? Kind of smothered with butter a little bit.
Full of Parmesan cheese.
Kind of like, yeah, to bind it together,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's got that little griddle kiss to it. So it's got to make the little crust. Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
That is absolutely
We love it.
fantastic. Now, Jan, can you tell me the story of how this restaurant comes? Because we were talking off camera.
Yeah.
There's a couple pretty funny moments.
So
okay.
when when my son was 15, he out of the blue comes in the dining room one day and tells his father and I he thinks he wants to be a chef, and we're like, what? Because this child had never made a ham sandwich. He had never shown any interest in cooking, and just out of the blue he wants to be a chef. And not only does he want to be a chef, he wants to be a pastry chef. And we're like, what? So at the time, we had a local chef here in Elizabeth City, and he came to the house once a week for about a year and gave Michael private chef lessons, because back in that day, Emeril Lagasse was the guy.
Yeah.
And I wanted Michael to know that, while Emeril was out there kicking it up on stage, it's hard work. But he went to Johnson & Wales, and it took one semester for him to decide maybe he didn't really want to be a pastry chef. He was going to be a hot chef.
Yeah.
And so 2.5 years at Johnson & Wales, and he's cooked from Charlotte to Kansas City and everywhere in between.
Oh, wow.
And him and his wife and my granddaughter, they decided they were going to come back to Elizabeth City. We were looking for a spot, and at the time, Michael wanted to do a tapas restaurant, which is Spanish appetizers,
Right, just small plates.
just small
Yeah.
plates. And so we're with the real estate agent, and the real estate agent goes, Miss Mills, what are you going to do? I said, we're going to do a tapas restaurant. He goes, oh, that's exciting. There's nothing like that in Elizabeth City.
Yeah.
The next day, he calls me. He goes, Miss Mills, I've been thinking about this thing, and I really don't think that the city council is going to let you do that. And I'm like, they're not going to let me do a top. What are you talking about? He goes, I don't think they're going to let you put a topless restaurant downstairs. And I'm like, dude, not topless. Please don't be telling people that. And it was too late. It was all over downtown Elizabeth City. Debbie Melanfont had to put out a Facebook post explaining what tapas were. As my husband was getting all kinds of congratulatory phone calls.
He's like, this is awesome.
This is awesome. And yeah, so, but yeah, we had to get that straight. But from that came the bistro, and this is where we've grown since then.
That's pretty funny. It was funny beginnings, but the food is fantastic.
Thank you so much.
We've had amazing food. I mean, this right here.
Yeah,
if you love salmon,
you gotta love
rice. I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with it.
You gotta love it.
This is absolutely fantastic. And then is this kind of like a dessert item or a brunch item? What is it?
This is a dessert crepe. This is the Fat Elvis.
Okay.
And
so tell me the story about that.
So this is named after Elvis Presley, and we wanted a crepe that we really hadn't seen anywhere else.
Okay.
So this is one of our sweet crepes. It's got peanut butter, bacon, chocolate fudge, bananas.
So sweet and savory.
In a crepe, topped with whipped cream and our candied bacon. It's delicious. But now that is so rich, but it is delicious. It is such a good crepe.
But it's a really beautiful combination of the sweet and salty.
Yep.
Nice crispy bacon.
Yep.
The chocolate fudge is awesome.
You
the bananas and the whipped cream.
It's fantastic.
Perfect.
You understand Elvis got it right.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's you're a little bit kind of apprehensive of trying things that are sweet and savory because people tell you like, what? I don't know if that actually works.
It works.
Just give it a shot. It's just really good.
It works.
Really good with the bananas and the whipped cream and that, like I said, that bacon, that crunch, and you got the chocolate. You think that chocolate and bacon, what? It actually works.
It's there. It's delicious.
This is really, really good. Really good. Oh my God, those bananas are amazing.
When we run that, we don't have this on the menu all the time, but we run it as a feature. People will just come in for it.
So how often do you actually run this?
About once every couple months.
Okay, so you don't want people
No.
You want people to be like, when are you gonna
And they do. When you gonna do it? When you gonna do it?
That's awesome. Let me try a little bit of this crepe. Let's see. Got nice density, a little bit of chew to it. Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Yep, it is.
And that peanut butter.
You can't go wrong with peanut butter and bananas. You can't go wrong with anywhere.
This is a game changer.
It really is. You throw some bacon on there, you got it done.
I can imagine when you announce this, if this is coming, oh my God.
Yeah, we'll put up there, we're going to have the Fat Elvis this weekend, and people say, yeah, well, the Fat Phyllis is coming to get it, or the Fat Ben's coming to get it. Everybody's excited about the Fat Elvis.
That's fantastic. This is a fantastic dish. I love it.
Thank you.
Are amazing.
Thank you.
Now, Jen, how can people find you online?
They can go to our website, the Mills Bistro downtown.com, or it's easier to get us on our Facebook page, Mills Downtown Bistro. We keep our menus posted. Our features are posted every week. Anything that's happening at the restaurant is on our Facebook page.
I love it. I love it. Well, I really, really appreciate being here. This has been an amazing experience. I mean, when we walked in, it was like a zoo. There was nowhere to sit down, but it's worth it.
I appreciate it.
I saw everybody's eating the charcuterie boards and all these different things. Like, okay, this must be good because literally every seat was occupied.
And we appreciate each and every person.
I love it. I think it's awesome. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much.
So what's your favorite thing about coming to the Mills?
My favorite thing about coming to the Mills is the staff. The staff here is incredible. It's like I'm family here.
What's your favorite menu item?
Favorite menu item would be all the pasta dishes. The pasta dishes are incredible, and today I had the pasta primavera, and great dish. So.
Okay, let me give you the review. I went in looking for that bone and ribeye, and it was better than I expected. But you know what actually topped it? They have this dish that's salmon with risotto cakes. Oh my God. I was not expecting to find that because typically I see things like that at higher end Italian restaurants. Well, now you don't even have to go there. Now you can just come down here to the Mills Downtown Bistro and get incredible dishes like that you would find at five-star dining, but right here in Elizabeth City. And you can find a full listing for them on americasbestrestaurants.com. That's it for us. I'll see you on the next episode.